side out here for both the teams. And this is going to be a cracker of a match between the two. Sides look pretty much in balance. And I still feel that this toss will definitely turn out to be very crucial. We are talking about last 20 overs being played, 40 overs already been played on this surface. And this surface naturally is pretty much conducive to spinners. Not sure how that it is going to be panning out here in this particular innings here, because dew is definitely going to be a factor that needs to be baked in here. But how and when and all the questions related to that will be answered once we are back after a short break. So here we are, moments away from the live action, and taking strike here is Wajid Khan. And it'll be Irfanullah Khan. Down the leg side, wide signal there. And taking an outside edge there, ball's flying away, but there is Mujahid Amin, the man controlling that third man boundary. And joining me in the combox for the first passage of play here, it's Nishant Majetia. Welcome, Nishant.
Thank you very much, Asim. Farman Ali is going to be on strike now. Wajid coming out to open. He did open in a game in the Bukhatir League. Produced a swashbuckling innings. Remember that.
Let's not take this man away from the contest. He was brilliant in the last game that he played. Down the leg side. Not an ideal side here for Irfan. Wayward delivery. And that has gone all the way for a boundary. Extra runs here.
5 of them. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. 5 wides. Of course, the worst thing is a no ball 6. But yeah, but then that needs some effort from the batsman as well. So if you keep the effort restricted to the bowler, this is the worst thing a bowler can do.
Well, worst thing in the sense that you are not forcing the batsman to do anything. It's a free gift. 7 for no loss after the first illegal delivery.
And he looks to go for it, hasn't timed it at all. He'll scurry across for a single.
And the talking machine there, Amjad Gul, on your screen, keeps on eating your ears when he's out there. It's really tough to get out of his sledging mood. It's really tough as a batter. You don't want to face that. Because when you start doing that, it's going to be really, really tough.
Have you been at the receiving end of any?
Well, I've been at the receiving end when he's playing in my team.
Wajid on strike now. Looks to go for the big shot, appeal. And Wajid has to walk back.
Well, edge and keeper making no mistake. That is Khalid Shah, who has been given the responsibility. And danger man Wajid Khan making his way back without making a mark in the game. Out for just a single of 2. And 7 districts have lost their first wicket.
Rais is the new man in. And straight away he tries to go hard at it. Will only manage to pick up a single. Oh, fumble there, and they will pick up 2.
Fumble from the safest man was Mohammad Wasim. It happens. It happens. High intensity match. Playing under lights, due, everything. If you want to give that some consideration, you can. 10 for 1.
Rice on strike now. On the pads, looks to clip it away. Not sure if there is bat involved on that one. We'll have to wait for Mujahid's call. No call from him, so that's off the bat. Single taken, 11 of this over already. Last ball of the over coming up.
Irfan. Well, just getting some bat there and we'll get a single. So end of the first over. 7 districts, 12 for 1.
Saqib to start. From the other end, Saqib Manshad. Left arm quickie.
Swing and a miss within that limit. As per the umpire, legal delivery to start off.
Yes, that went a long way away after crossing the batsman. It ended very differently, at a very different place. Farman batting on 2 of 3 right now.
That has been pulled handsomely. One bounce and over the ropes towards mid-wicket.
Good looking shot there from Farman. On the shorter side, angled away from the right-hander, but he was okay with hitting it away from the angle.
.2, 16 for 1. Saqib batting on 4. In fact, has conceded 4 in this over. That the only boundary, and that has been slashed. Chance for the fielder. Just dropping shot. Did not carry at all. Amjad Gul is a safe fielder. But the ball not carrying at all. And look at the field position there, Nishanta. They've kept a backward point deep. And the third man is inside the circle. And I think the way Saqib angles the ball away from the right-hander, this is a very smart move. A very brave move from the captain.
So it's almost like you have 2 thirdmans. One short and one deep. Is the other, the fielder deep is actually a very square thirdman.
Well, a deep backward point, I would say. It's more of a deep backward point than a third.
Okay, so let's say it's a very fine, deep backward point. Because there is a backward point in position.
There's a point.
That's a point fielder there.
So two men in point region. One is the conventional point fielder, and then they have a backward point, which is deep. Stepping down, not able to make that connection there. I'm not sure how wise is that move to take a step forward against Saqib, who is swinging the ball away, angling it away.
There's a sweeper in place as well. They're looking at a pretty decent start from Saqib here. And he goes over the top. Gets it very nicely placed.
Absolutely brilliant there from Rais. Now they had the former teammate Mohammad Farooq, who is playing against them in this tournament. And they would know a thing or two about how he bowls. But we'll have to wait and see when he comes to bowl. 21 for 1 after 2.
Mujahid Amin into the attack now. Very important 2 overs. Goes for the slog sweep of the inside edge. They pick up a quick single. Direct hit. And direct hits are always interesting.
We'll have to wait and see if that is an interesting one. Looks out to me. No, he's safe. He is safe. He is safe. He's made it. That's where referrals come in play.
Excellent effort there by Rais. Make no mistake about it. So Mujahid, his 2 overs are crucial.
Definitely. His 2 overs are going to be very crucial. But very strange move here. He is coming in from the shorter boundary. So I won't be surprised if Mujahid sticks to that line outside the off stump. But now it is the time for floating power play that they have taken here. And Mujahid is bowling in that floating power play.
And with the shorter boundary.
Well, it takes a lot of courage there. Just 1 run of the 2 balls that he's bowled.
Absolutely, absolutely. So they do not have Jiju Janardhanan tonight. They do not have Adil Malik tonight.
Adil Malik definitely for his T10 duties. Well, look at that. Asked to bowl in the power play. And how well he has done that.
He's coming down the track, going for the big shot there. Rais stumped. First wicket fell in the very first over. And now another one goes back to the head. Wajid Khan out for 1 of 2. Beg your pardon. It's Rais who's been dismissed here. They're 22 for 2.
That has been smoked towards mid-wicket. And what a start here by Shahid Nawaz. Usually comes to bat at number 11. And look at that start. He has that long range, long handle and making full use of that.
Yes, Mujahid, the 3 deliveries, 1 run conceded, a wicket taken. Who cares? As David Miller likes to say, if it's in the arc, it's out of the park.
Very simple. Keep it simple. Cricket will be easier to play. And Mujahid, if you ask him now, were you expecting that? Answer definitely would be no. First ball, Shahid Nawaz comes in and smacks one out of the park.
You would probably say that I was expecting a top edge.
Well, top edge probably if you'd have tossed it up even more. But with the kind of range that Shahid Nawaz has, I doubt if it would have stayed in. Lot better, lot better. Asking for a wide there. Not going to get it. Now, what is the added advantage that you get as a bowler when you're bowling to a batter like Shahid Nawaz? You can premeditate that he's going to go across the line.
Brilliant stuff from Mujahid. Although couldn't stop the ball himself, he should have. But then bowled that delivery very well. Single to finish the over. 3 bowled, 29 for 2. So Saqib to bowl his second over, so he's going to bowl out here. Angled away. He's got that angle going brilliantly.
Well, absolutely. Saqib has been spot on there. He's been brilliant. And with the ball being new, he's trying to make full use. The captain is making full use of that situation with the condition of the ball and Saqib getting assistance with the ball turning away. He is making full use of the opportunity.
And again, he knows Shahid can't do much but slog across the line.
Well, this is aggressive captaincy. I like it. This is the kind of approach that you need in a shorter format, high-intensity game. And a move that can definitely make a massive difference here.
Shahid batting on 7-5 now. First ball for 6, next 4 balls, just 1 run. Make that 5 balls, 1 run. Beautiful delivery again, bit of movement.
Well, it reminds you of Mohammad Amir, who takes the ball away from the right-handers. The way he used to do that, well, amazing. And how can I forget one of the legends in the UAE circuit, Mudassir Ali himself. Pace is exactly 1/4 of what Saqib is bowling. But what that does is that makes life difficult for the batters because they wake up, they sleep again, they wake up by the time ball is gone.
And again angled across. That's another dot ball. This is 4 dot balls on the trot now.
Well, look at that. That misfield of the last ball from Mujahid Amin is turning out to be a blessing in disguise.
So Mujahid should say that I didn't concede 1 run. I saved all the runs that Saqib would have given.
But this is a smart move again. I'd say full marks to the captaincy, getting Saqib Manshaad to bowl on the trot.
I think one of the reasons they decided to do that is because it was Shahid on strike. And again, that's 5 on 5 now. Swing and a miss.
Can we see the first maiden over here in the S10. Saqib Manshad, you beauty.
Seven of eight is what Shahid is batting on. And he goes for a big one. It's off the outside half, lands safe. And again, it's a single. Again, Shahid will retain strike.
Not sure if Mujahid will be bowled again. 4 overs gone, 29, 20, 30 for 2. Sajjad Murshid has been brought into the attack. A new face. And we'll have to wait and see what he has to offer on plate to Pacific Group. Well, first ball hit straight back to the bowler. And he missed. It was a tough one though, but these should be taken.
Yes, those are the ones that stick, don't they? Oh, it got it completely wrong. He didn't get his hands behind the ball.
Well, I'm interested to see more of this bowler because the way he bowled the first ball, it was swiveling in the air. And just want to see more of him. That's a no ball. Fielder coming underneath it, takes it. But that will be a no ball. Gift on offer.
You don't want that as a bowler bowling your first over. A new face, trying to make an impression. Farman will be on strike for the free hit.
Well, pretty interesting there, quick arm action. But ball just not skidding off from the surface. Too early to say that. He goes through, but will not cause any damage. Batters will cross and will get a single off a bye.
I'm sure nobody is going to ask a question, why did they run?
Well, especially after the India-Pakistan match.
Absolutely. Well, you said that Mudassir bowls left arm. Quite a lot of left-armers. No, he's a right-arm bowler. Okay.
Yes. Usually bowlers, they come out and call right arm over, right arm around. He usually says it to the end, but right arm full toss difficult.
Well, he'll be in the comm box with you after the next 3 balls. And he'll have a good 30 balls to play with.
How about if I declare myself? Meanwhile, scooped it, but Khalid Shah will make no mistakes. So Murshid has struck in the first over.
Well, yes, Sajjad will be very happy. He should have had a wicket of the very first ball, then should have had one of the third ball. But finally, he gets it of the 4th legitimate delivery that he bowls. So Farman Ali departs for 9 of 9 and 7 districts, 34 for 3.
New man in is Abdul Ghaffar. He hits the ball far. That's his ability, and that's why he has been promoted up the order. Let's see how far he hits it. Down the leg side, and Murshid gets it wrong. 5 extra runs. Keep on counting there, Nishant. They have already conceded 10 runs of extras in the form of wides.
The second fifer of the innings. There's of course the fifer that the bowler doesn't like.
Well, sometimes I feel it's strange that bowler immediately changes his the way he. Oh, well, this has been the keeper's fault there. First it was the bowler, now it was the keeper. Should have been taken. He was just waiting. He was just waiting for a connection to be made with the bat. Same mistake what was happening in the previous match. Late reactions coming in from Khalid Shah.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure 76 will be very pleased with the proceedings here. 43 out of which 9 runs in the form of extras. Mixed over here for Sajjad. Cut uppishly, and the fielder in the deep will cut it off. End of the 5th over, it's 44 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Five overs, 44 for 3, and the highest runs that have been scored here has come in the form of extra. 17 of them out of 44. And to discuss more about that, joining me in the com box is Mudassir Ali. Welcome, Mudassir.
A very good evening, Asim. And there is no issue if you are getting wickets on a full toss delivery. I have got 110 wickets to my name on full toss deliveries. That is one of my best delivery.
I take that. I don't mind. I have no counter arguments for that. And look at the bowlers who have bowled in tandem. Yes, Saqib Manshad and Sajjad Murshid. That has been hit straight with a lot of power. And when you are bowling a leg spinner against Abdul Ghaffar, the ball is definitely going very far.
A brilliant shot. He always likes to target the spinners. Abdul Ghaffar, runs are flowing for 7 districts. Losing those 3 wickets. Previous over, a bye 4 and a 5 wides, helping them.
If this game goes to the wire, trust me, those extras will be they're going to hurt. That's up in the air. Miss it, but still goes all the way on the roof. It got the toe end of the bat. My goodness, what power there from Abdul Ghaffar.
It's time of Farooq bowling away from the left-hand batter, but what a pickup shot. Went down on one knee. Far away from the stadium this goes. 50 comes up for 7 districts.
Time for change in inventory here. Ball will be replaced. 54 for 3 after 5.2. Well, Mudassir, that was a monstrous hit coming in from the bat of Abdul Ghaffar. Now, is this a message coming in from the dugout to go after Mohammad Farooq? Change of team. He's playing against his old team. There can be that sort of a fight.
I think so, and you can hear the cheers from the dugout of 7 districts. Under pressure, Mohammad Farooq. Brilliant piece of batting by Abdul Ghaffar.
This is turning out to be a battle within a battle, a game within a game. What sort of response does Farooq come out here with? strong one there coming in from Farooq. Good comeback. Probably an improvisation in the length as well that has helped him. Confused Abdul Ghaffar. And I think the message is very clear. Go after him. Get as many runs as possible.
Last dot delivery in this over. Once again, it's Abdul Ghaffar. This time going across. Once again, when he hits, it's out of the park.
Look at that excitement coming in the dugout of 7 districts. Message is pretty clear. Attack, attack, attack.
Once again, I think Asim, it was from the toe end of his bat. But with ease, he's clearing those boundaries.
Magnificent stuff here coming in from Abdul Ghaffar. Played down the ground. Will just be a single coming through. What do you think will be a right move? Mohammad Wasim coming in for an over here? Maybe just to cut down the way they are scoring.
That would be a good ideal situation if Mohammad Wasim can bowl from that far end. This time played towards the extra cover, just a single. 6 gone, 62 for 3.
Sajjad Murshad continues. Could maybe Pacific Group would have kept him back to test him in the death overs maybe, Mudassir?
I think this is his first match in UAE. Don't want him to be under pressure bowling those death overs. And they have Mohammad Wasim, who can bowl that 8th and 10th over. Have they taken the floating power play?
Well, yes, they have taken the floating power away, the one that Mujahid bowled, especially when the batters were looking in flow. But Mujahid got the wicket of Rais in that particular over and pulled things back in favor of Pacific Group. Played it upish. And there is a fielder. Out then the Deep Irfanullah keeps it down to a single.
Wicket to wicket bowling, mixing up his deliveries. Sajjad Murshad given an opportunity by Pacific Group. So far, he has done well, except that 5 wides.
When Mudassir, you were part of the management of Pacific Group. That's through the gate. And Murshad strikes. Excellent stuff. Look at that. Beautifully bowled. Pitched, nipped in, and that was enough. Excellent bowling.
Line and length is excellent by this newcomer, Sajjad Murshad, getting rid of Shahid Nawaz. Just a maximum to his name. 14 deliveries, 11 runs, walks back. Wicket number 2 for Sajjad Murshad, 64 for 4.
Now, anyone who has the name Hafiz in front of them is a dangerous batter. That's what I could feel. And Mudassir can actually join the dots, what I'm trying to say.
This is Hafiz Almas, and he was talking about the legend Hafiz Kaleem. And Hafiz Almas, believe me, will go after the bowler, and once he hit, it will be 100 to 90 meters six. This time, commentators curse.
And nothing is falling in place for Farooq. Drops a sitter. Well, it's not looking his night.
This is the pressure playing against your ex-team. An easy catch dropped by Farooq. It was of Almas.
Looks like someone who's making full use of the shine. Well, he is bowling those magical deliveries with his finger, the way tape ball cricketers they do. And I've seen a lot happening today in the morning.
Definitely using those fingers and the wrist coming into play for Sajjad Murshad. And the initial stage of his career, he was a tape ball player back in Pakistan. The final delivery of his quota. Brilliant bowling. A slower bouncer. Well bowled young man.
Top stuff. Even after bowling that 5 wides, he has finished his spell for 12 runs in 2 overs, picked up 2 wickets. I think if Pacific Group keeps the batters of 7 districts down to under 90 runs, I think he stands a chance of getting the player of the game as well. MW10, Mohammad Wasim is into the attack.
I thought you were going to say BMW, but it was MW10.
Mr. Mia Channu.
Mohammad Wasim is back. Starts off with the back of length delivery. And what a commitment. Asim straight away from the airport. He's coming to the ground to play this match for Pacific Group.
Well, amazing. I mean, the commitment of this man is next level, I'd say. And of late, he has been trusted by UAE with the ball as well. He bowled in the World Cup and was pretty good against David Visa, who almost pulled that game off for Namibia, but held on to his nerves there, Mohammad Wasim. Well, a brilliant delivery. Another slower one. Abdul Ghaffar. Well, that's too far for it to be called as a wide. Not really as per the umpire.
Smart bowling. He's very strong on his legs. Abdul Ghaffar bowling on the off stump. Anything if on middle and leg, definitely will go out of the park. And this time high. Saqib Manshad. Just falling away from Saqib Manshad. Brilliant delivery once again by Mohammad Wasim.
Well, brilliant delivery. Definitely. Now, they clearly stand a chance to keeping them under that 100-run mark here, unless Hafiz Almas goes berserk.
He has got a life earlier. This time into the box of Hafiz Almas. Once again, a slower delivery coming into play by Mohammad Wasim. So far, a brilliant over.
Well, those hit don't break bones, but they pain.
And we cannot use the magic spray as well.
Good delivery. Very sharp bouncer. Ghaffar wasn't expecting. Now, I won't be surprised if Ghaffar gives it back to Mohammad Wasim when he comes into bat.
And so far, a good over, and rightly pointed out, a good left-arm fast bowler, Abdul Ghaffar. As we all know, Mohammad Wasim opens for Pacific Group, and the bowling. First over, it will be from Abdul Ghaffar. Once again, a slower delivery. Brilliant over. Just 4 runs. 8 gone, 69 for 4.
Here comes Irfan. Short delivery, missing it completely. Abdul Ghaffar could not pull off the same heroics what he pulled off in the previous match against the same opposition, where Shahid Nawaz put the final nail in the coffin, scoring 14 runs in the last over against Mujahid Amin. And they tried to repeat the same thing in this game.
You need to take singles as well and rotate the strike. Just concentrating on maximums. Abdul Ghaffar. Good start by Irfan. Can he get rid of Abdul Ghaffar? Can he get a maximum here? Abdul Ghaffar. Once again, a short delivery. Poor cricketing brains used by Abdul Ghaffar.
He's trying to eye that long boundary. Not that he cannot clear it, but look at the number of dot balls being played. There is a third man inside the circle. All you need to do is apply brains, play an uppercut, just glide the ball towards third man and you'll get 4 runs. You don't need to hit 6 in order to score runs. You can still get runs by scoring boundaries, by playing smart cricket.
This was the same case with Shahid Nawaz, who started off with a maximum. Then he went on to play 5 dot deliveries in Saqib Manshah's over. Comes in Irfan from the far end. This time he connects, and it was in the air, but going towards that backward point region, Saqib Manshah comes into play. In last 9 deliveries, only 5 runs has been conceded.
Fantastic bowling here. Excellent comeback here by Pacific Group. Well, this is quality side here. And look at that inclusion of Mohammad Wasim, what it does. It gives you an entire 360 dynamics to the game. Jiju is not playing the game, but still, you know, the way the boys have gelled in together. I think overall a fantastic team effort coming through here from Pacific. Driven straight, driven hard, driven straight down the ground, straight as an arrow, and gets a boundary. For a second, I felt it was Amir Hamza who's batting. Gets some connection with the toe, but still managed to go all the way. Imagine the kind of power it generated. And look at the dugout. They are looking tensed here, but they'll have to back the boys. They'll have to back them in order to make a game out of this.
And they have a decent bowling lineup. The captain, left-arm spinner Haider Ali, Abdul Ghaffar, Hafiz Almas. Zamir playing tonight. A very useful left-arm orthodox spinner, Asim.
Well, I really feel surprised why Zamir sits out in the team. Getting an inside edge. Mujahid putting in the chase. And practicing for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Is Pacific participating?
So the cut-off date is over for the registration. So you can try after 4 years, Mr. Mujahid.
Well, 76 for 4 after 8.5, but a fantastic turnaround of events here for Pacific Group. At one stage, they were cruising to cross that 110 mark, and the way they've pulled things here, it's been fantastic stuff.
Get a maximum. Hafiz Almas, a shorter delivery, top edge, going over Mujahid Amin. And one bounce, a much needed boundary from the blade of Hafiz Almas.
Definitely, any runs will help. They need runs. They definitely need runs. 80 for 4 after 9. Wasim to bowl the final over. A hoik there towards the extra cover region. In fact, a wide of long off. And Amjad Gul will field it and keeps it down to a couple of runs there.
Lately, Mohammad Wasim has bowling brilliantly, mixing up those deliveries. This time goes straight and one bounce. No stopping this time. It's Abdul Ghaffar.
Welcome boundary for 7 districts. And this has come in with an intent to hit there. Not coming off top edges. It was a clean strike from Abdul Ghaffar. 86 for 4. Can they somehow manage to get to the 3-figure mark here?
4 more legal deliveries, and if it's and Hafiz Almas and Abdul Ghaffar in the middle, I think it's possible. Brilliant, brilliant shot. Once again, beating the long-on fielder. One bounce. Back-to-back boundaries from the blade of Abdul Ghaffar.
Look at that, getting the toe end, but good enough all the way for a 6. You can't hit a 6 as flat as that.
On a low full toss picked from the off stump. Played between mid-wicket and long on. Now 100 looks possible.
That's skied up in the air. Chance for the fielder. Settling underneath it and puts it down. Mujahid lets 2 runs go by. And Mohammad Wasim is just talking the fielder there. And rightly so, that the fielder at the square leg should have come in to catch that one.
He was expecting the experience of Mujahid Amin. Will catch that, but a chance for Abdul Ghaffar. A 6 needed to touch that 100 mark. Top edge flies over the wicket keeper. Couple of bounces.
Now the game has turned out to be interesting. What an expensive over here from Mohammad Wasim. 16 runs already with a ball to go. And they have managed to get to that 3-figure mark. 98 for 4, and what a knock Ghaffar has played here. The ball to go here. Can he hit a 6?
3 4s and 1 6 so far. Can he get a maximum? A slower delivery. They just manage a single. But what a brilliant comeback by 7 districts.
Absolutely brilliant. 10 overs, 99 for 4. Exact 100 to get in the allotted 10 overs. But what a comeback here from 7 districts. They have the momentum on their side, Mudassir.
Definitely. They have given the score for the bowlers to defend. It all started with Wajid and Farman, but they went out cheaply. So Raiz. Then came in Shahid, a maximum to his name. Then he struggled, but then came Abdul Ghaffar, and this partnership between Almas, Abdul Ghaffar managing 39 of 22 deliveries and Almas 12. The concern area is the extras for Pacific group. They gave 20 extras. So 79 has been scored by the bat. 20 you gave away as a gift.
Well, after Abdul Ghaffar, the highest run scorer is the extras. Irfan picking a 1 wicket. Their pick of the bowlers was Sajjad Murshid. What a debut. 2 overs, 7 dot balls in that, conceding 12 runs and picking up 2 wickets. Wasim was looking very promising in the very first over, but went for runs in the second one, conceding 16 runs in that final over. Farooq bowled 1 over. He was expensive as well, but a good outing there for Saqib Manshad. Went wicketless, but a very impactful bowling. 8 dot balls out of the 10 runs he has conceded in 2 overs. Fantastic stuff here. A combination of good and mediocre bowling coming in from Pacific side. 99 is what they've managed to score here, 7 districts. And we'll dive into a quick short break. But once we are back, Pacific will be chasing 100 runs in 10 overs. And this is how things panned out in the first innings. Couple of good looking shots there. And this was Mujahid's over that he bowled in the floating power play. But then Murshid, when he came into the attack, he had a lot of things to be promised here. Had to deliver and delivered in a fine fashion. But this was that over that turned it around. Change of teams there for Farooq, and he was taken for runs. A couple of big hits there from Abdul Ghaffar in the final over, and definitely switching momentum. That was a top edge that flew, and as a result, 99 is what they managed to get. 100 is what they'll have to get in the allotted 10 overs with a required run rate of 10 and over. We'll dive into a short break, and once we're back, we'll take you through to the live action. Stay tuned.
Welcome back out of the break. It's time for the run chase to begin. And they need a perfect 100 in the 10 overs at a required rate of 10 and over. And of course, this is not going to be an easy task. If they do not get up to the best of starts, and maybe a couple of good overs might just find them that required run rate climbing to 11, 11 and a half, 12 runs and over. And after that, it starts becoming a bit of a challenge. Wasim, the big UAE player, the man who everybody looks up to in UAE cricket, is taking strike. In fact, he'll be at the non-strikers end, it seems. Or he's taking strike. Mohammad Wasim there. He would want to give them a good start. Alongside me to start proceedings is Asim.
And it's going to be a very challenging outing here for 7 districts to restrict Pacific Group to that flying start with arrival of Mohammad Wasim in the side. Abdul Ghaffar, the man who did the damage with the bat, will be starting proceedings here.
Yes, we are discussing Haider Ali, we are discussing Wajid to start proceedings. But Abdul Ghaffar has been given the responsibility to do that.
Wise move. Mohammad Wasim prefers a right-hand bowler coming at him when he's facing strike. But starting off with a left-arm quick bowler will definitely push him back on the back foot. And on the other side of the Emirates, we have a flying Mohammad Nadeem, who has scored a 25 balls century in the ICC grounds.
Meanwhile here, Abdul Ghaffar starts. And starts off on the pads. Mohammad Wasim will come back for 2.
You'll have to wait for the umpire's signal on that one. It's off the bat. So Wasim is off the mark.
Now, if Wasim gets going, things will definitely be easy for Pacific Group.
Wasim on strike, batting on 2 of 1. 5 more deliveries. And Abdul Ghaffar, can he restrict the opening over? Again down the leg side. This time Wasim fails to get bat onto it. Leg by signalled. And that brings Khalid Shah on strike.
Well, a lot of options available here for 7 districts. They are a bowling factory in my opinion. Abdul Ghaffar, Hafiz Almaz, Shahid Nawaz, Haider Ali, Wajid Khan, Muhammad Zamir. Well, enough options here. Too many options here for 7 districts. 3 for no loss after the first 2 balls. And Haider Ali has been an active captain here, talking continuously here. And this is a very, very smart move against Khalid Shah. They have taken that deep backward point again. Third man brought inside. And there is a square leg in place as well. I won't be surprised if Khalid makes room and whacks him over the cover region. Well, this is intelligent. If you're smart, Khalid is smarter. He just glides the ball over the short third for a boundary.
That was very nicely done. He was actually swaying away, anticipating the ball will come into him. But when he saw that it was too far away, he was not flustered at all. He kept his head calm and just guided it.
That's his natural trigger moment, Nishant. He usually bats that way, tries to push himself closer to the stumps and tries to get that fraction of a second more time to have the ball come onto him.
Khalid on strike. Short delivery. He looks to play it away. It's not been taken by Raiz there.
You can't be upset for that being dropped because that was a very difficult chance. When you're running backwards, it's not going to be easy at all. If you pull them out, yes, that would be a fantastic catch. But if that goes down, you just can't pull your teammate down because of that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give it to him. It wasn't the easiest of chances. Couple of deliveries remaining in this over. Right up in the block hole. Wasim now runs around for a single. Good running.
Excellent stuff there. Call for that, run for that. As simple as that. 9 for no loss after the first 5 balls.
The required rate at the beginning was around 10 and over. Khalid on strike now. It's going to be Ghafar's final delivery. Oh, that's a wide. He'll have to re-bowl that one. Additional run.
Well, he started off almost at the wide line. 10 for no loss here, Pacific Group.
No, I think that was a test match wide. Almost.
Current run rate is at 12. Required pretty much 10 and over. Hit straight back and that's gone. Excellent reflexes there from Abdul Ghaffar. For a second he did not realize that he's caught that. Threw it back at Khalid Shah. And a wicket here.
Well, Khalid Shah, they pass a 5 of 3. Brilliant piece of fielding of his own bowling there by Abdul Ghaffar. End of the first over. It's 10 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Ten for 1 after the first over, and it's going to be Hafiz Almaz who will share the new ball. Now, Heather Ali hasn't brought himself on here. He's sticking to the conventional start to a T10 game. Starts with a fast bowler from the Bukhara end. Mohammad Wasim on strike.
Looks to
Straight
go.
up-ish. And excellent work by the captain Heather Ali. But they'll manage to come for a single.
Yes, Wasim not quite timing that one. Fayaz is coming to bat at number 3. It's such an advantage when you have more than one left-handers in the 11. Always try and keep the left and right combination.
That's always an edge. It disturbs the fielding, and moreover, it disturbs the line of the bowler as well. The momentum is disturbed, and that is the advantage that most of the teams they would want to take. And especially with the likes of Fayaz in your side, you would want to give him more number of balls to play. Short delivery wide. Call by the umpire. Look at that score there, 11 for 1 after 1.1.
Yeah, that would have been an excellent delivery for a right-hander.
Absolutely. 88 to get a 53. Now, at times, Nishant, we've seen that when you look at a score, 88 to get of 8.5, it gives you a different pressure than if you compare it 88 to get a 53 balls.
Yeah, I mean, you start thinking differently.
Then you start measuring the deficit, the gap between the ball and the runs.
Back-to-back brilliant deliveries to right-handers have been called wides. That's what we were talking about, the left and right combination.
Spot on there. This is how it disturbs the line of the fast bowler. I mean, regardless, be it a fast bowler, be it a spinner, you have to adjust yourself completely. Good delivery, and looking for that quick single. We'll get it easily. 4 runs conceded already of the 2 balls. And Mohammad Wasim, who would want to make full use of the opportunity to get his eyes set in before he steps into the camp for T10 Abu Dhabi. Playing for the new franchise, New York Strikers.
That's interesting. And Wasim, of course, would want to make an impact. That's a short ball. Gets away with it. Almas.
Well, he loves digging it short. One of the over called there. Pretty strong lad. Bends the back to bowl that those bumpers. Now the question would be, when do they take the floating power play? Do they continue, or would they be taking time?
I think while chasing, it's always advisable to keep it, so that there is a surprise element for the bowling side as well.
And talk about surprise element, there is one that comes in off the bat of Mohammad Wasim. Switching from Adidas to Kookaburra, but intentions as clean as it was before. Straight as an arrow.
Nicely struck indeed, Wasim, showing what he is capable of.
10 runs already of the over. 2 more balls to go. Deficit is of 30 runs. 50 balls, 80 to get. And a decent start here coming in for Pacific Group.
Yeah, they've maintained the run rate. That's very important in run chases. So when you have that floating power play in your hand, you always keep the opposition captain guessing.
Was it required is the question that I would want to have an answer to. Dancing down the track, and especially knowing the nature of this fast bowler who likes to take it short, you probably hold your horses and might as well play as late as possible. Delicate touch towards the third man who's standing already quite wide. You might get a 4. So unlikely, Mohammad Wasim.
I think it's just that he has only managed to hit one ball clean. That is probably bothering him.
Bothering him, and that comment would definitely bother someone sitting next to you.
Again, a swing and a miss. And that will be a dot ball to finish the over. 2 overs ball, it's 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. Right then. Change in the bowling. Shahid being brought into the attack. He started off with a bang when he came out to bat. 6 of the first ball. But then fizzled away pretty much like a bottle of soda. Alongside me in the comm box is Mudassir now. Welcome back.
Thank you, Nishant. And 20 in 2 overs, but still frustrated. Mohammad Wasim and Fayaz. Shahid Nawaz. On to the legs. Flicked by Fayaz Ahmed. Deep square leg field coming into play. A couple of runs has been taken. So far the bowling has been good by 7 districts. Not giving away easy runs, especially to Mohammad Wasim. He's playing on runner ball 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is something that is bothering him. And that is why you've seen a few shots or attempts to play a few shots which are not quite there. Angled away. Will he get away with it? No, he won't. That's a wide.
Not at all happy with the decision here. Brilliant, brilliant piece of bowling. Close call by the umpire Mujahid. Wide call. Last 2 overs in the first innings changing the momentum in favor of 7 districts. Managed to get 24 runs, 34 in fact. Brilliant piece of batting by Hafiz Almas and Abdul Ghaffar. Still achievable. 10 runs per over.
Very nicely done. Pushed away. Quick single attempted. Direct hit was needed. They don't get it.
Gently pushed this time by Fayaz Ahmed towards the point. A quick single taken. Direct hit was needed. 3 balls, 4 runs to Fayaz and run a ball 8 to Wasim. Still 76 needed of 46 balls. They need to utilize this floating power play. They were brilliant so far, 7 districts. Long off, long on, and third man Three fielders patrolling the boundary for Mohammad Wasim. Can he bowl a bouncer here? A room offered, slashed by Mohammad Wasim over the deep extra cover. Much needed boundary from the blade of Wasim.
Yes, he will be very pleased with that. Hitting it off the middle of the bat is what you want. Beautifully done. Hit a 6 down the ground, and now this.
A lot of work to be done by Mohammad Wasim and Fayaz. So they have got the start, but they need to make sure that they lay a good foundation for the batsmen who are yet to come in, the likes of Abhay Jyoti, Amjad Gul, and captain himself Fahad Nawaz. Changing the field, short third man comes up. In the air! And it's gone, brilliantly taken at point by Farman Ali. Walks back, danger man, Mohammad Wasim, making room for himself, but unable to find the gap.
Yes, backing away and looking to cut it away. Hit straight to the fielder there. And that is definitely a big, big wicket. Huge wicket this. Wasim departs for 12 of 10. It's 28 for 2 in 2.4 overs. Abhay Jyoti is the new man in. And he's someone who can hang around. That's a good thing about Abhay Jyoti.
So the run machine of Pacific Group is back in the hut. Really don't understand why he was under pressure. Score at it's looking good, 28 for 1 before Wasim got out. They're chasing just 9 or 10 runs per over. Abhay Jyoti, the new batter, nicely glided towards the third man region. Though he went for 9 runs in 5 deliveries, but got the big fish, Mohammad Wasim. Nicely caught by the fielder at point. They need a partnership and need to make sure the score runs quickly. A lot depend on this left-hand batter, Fayaz Ahmed.
So again, they're sticking to that left and right combination, which is pretty good. Brilliant delivery there. Excellent delivery from Shahid. Is really now the fact that he's picked up a wicket will have his tail up.
The right time got the wood on the ball. Fayaz Ahmed, 3 gone, 30 for 2.
Fayaz batting on 5 of 4. Abhay batting on 1 of 1. This is the time when They have to ensure that they do not allow the pressure to get to them.
Good tactics by the captain of 7 districts. Continuing with Hafiz Almas. The comb box end to bowl his second over. Fayaz Ahmed on strike. This time goes straight. Just a single. Really don't understand. There is no need for those maximums. Just run hard for 3-4 deliveries. Get 4 or 5 runs, and just an odd boundary can help you.
Yes, absolutely needless to really take that pressure. And they've been trying so many things and still only manage just the 10 runs per over. It's not that they've tried a few things and are going on at 13, 14 and over here.
Good field placement by the captain. Long off comes up. Short third man goes back for Abhay Jotin. Top edge over the point towards the third man. Brilliant, brilliant piece of bowling by Hafiz Almas.
This is the 4th over. They've not allowed Pacific to get off to a flying start. And what is important to note here is that there's still 2 overs of Haider Ali to deal with. And I just get a feeling by trying to take too much pressure on themselves, they're actually creating a scenario where they will be under pressure.
If you have wickets in hand, 24 to 30 runs is manageable in last 2-3 overs. I really don't understand why they are taking this pressure. Trying for big slog, coming into the left-hand batter. Nice piece of bowling. Continues by Hafiz Almas, troubling Fayaz Ahmed.
This is pretty good stuff here. Fayaz on 6 of 6, Abhay on 2 of 2. .68 needed of 39 deliveries.
This time lofted over. Long on Fayaz Ahmed, a maximum at last. Trying to go for that Yorker, misses, and sent out of the park by Fayaz Ahmed.
That was a good looking shot there. Excellent over. Just the 2 runs coming of it. But then a 6 hit. So now, again, the balance tilts in favor of Pacific here.
Will he go for another one or play smartly? Poor cricket, I would say. You have got 8 runs of 4 deliveries. Nudge for a couple of singles. Keeping the ball on the off stump to Fayaz Ahmed. Trying to target the shorter boundary on his legs.
What is the harm in getting 10 and over? You hit a 6, you got 8. 2 deliveries, pick up 2 singles.
He needs to calculate here. It's not about an over. You have 37 deliveries. Getting top edge, fielder coming down. He just misses this time. Zamir. There was a chance. But when he's back pedaling, he just missed the sight of the ball.
And this is very interesting here. All 4 overs so far, they've got 10 runs each. It's 40 for 2 after 4 overs.
Hafiz Almas completed his quota, 2 overs, 20. Unlucky not to get a wicket to his name. Shahid Nawaz went for 10 runs but got that big wicket of Mohammad Wasim. Abdul Ghaffar bowled brilliant first over, getting rid of Khalid Shah. Comes in Haider Ali. The captain, left arm orthodox. And comes in Asim Sheikh. He doesn't want to go to home.
Yeah, we thought we relieved him of his duty so that he can go home and take some rest. Oh, that's a good-looking shot from Abhay Jotin. I was just about to say it's brave of Haider Ali to be bowling with a shorter boundary, something that Mujahid did earlier. And Abhay Jotin straight away whacks a 6.
Brilliant start to the over. We have 5 deliveries. We are counting on those singles. Asim is planning to have a night over in the stadium and continues tomorrow. .146 for 2. Good to see spectators pouring in the stadium. Targeting that shorter boundary beautifully, Abhay Jotin. They need a partnership here. Fayaz batting on 14, Abhay on 8. Can we see a faster one? Played in the air, but it was in the gap, just a single.
So required run rate 9.35. Haider going for a 6 of the very first ball. All the 4 overs so far, all the bowlers, they've conceded only 10. Haider has conceded 7 already, and I was talking about how important his 2 overs are going to be. Left arm round to the left-hander now. That's paddled away. Done very well. Excellent batting.
Nicely done. Went down on one knee and find the gap towards the fine leg. And 50 comes up for Pacific, and Asim Sheikh coming back into the comp box reminds me of my childhood. My mother used to say to go to bed early. But again, I used to go out and play. Asim doesn't want to go home. He wants to be in the stadium and play a couple of overs.
And this is turning out to be a disaster for 7 districts here. Their premier bowler, their captain, has been pounded for 15 runs, and he still has 2 more deliveries to go.
Late cut, beautiful shot, full in control. He loves to play those shots. 45 of 32. Inside edge. Lucky Fayaz Ahmed. 16 so far in this over. 1 more delivery left.
.44 of 31 then. This has become very easy. And that 1-6 from Abhay Jotin of the first ball made all the difference. 17 runs of the over. It's 57 for 2 after 5.
.17 runs has been taken in the previous over. Nishant is blushing tonight. Looking good in red t-shirt and blue jeans.
Yeah, red is always the color which is all about bravery. Well, some say it's about danger as well, but I find it as a very positive color, to be very honest.
You need to be brave tonight.
Play and a miss. Dot ball to start with. Rais bowls his first. That's a pretty brave decision, but I think he's bowling from the opposite end. Appeal here for stumping. Umpire not interested.
Back-to-back 2-dot deliveries. Tough pressure. Trying to make room for himself and good adjustment in the field. Akshay Jotin loves to play over deep extra cover.
This is brilliant stuff. 3 dot balls on the trot from Rais. Now, how often do you see that? Your premier bowler going for 17, and Rais, who's a bit of an all-rounder, comes in, bowls 3 dot balls. And that has been nicely played. They'll come back for 2. That is what Abhay Jotin has been trying to do. Go over the top of the offside. 2 more runs added to the tally with that.
40. Coming down the track, played towards the long off. Not at all comfortable. Abhay Jotin against Rais. Brilliant over.
Yes, so far it is brilliant indeed. Just the 3 runs coming of it so far. And he's got one more delivery to finish it. Fayaz is the man on strike. And he's pulled it away. Shot aside. I did mention that he should have come from the opposite end. And that's still a very good over. 8 of it. 9 of it, in fact, yes. It's 66 for the loss of 2 wickets after 6. So Shahid has been brought back into the attack, bowled an impressive over. 1 for 10. Now, from here on, it has to be 2 quick wickets.
Bringing into right-hand batter. Definitely a couple of wickets and they're back in the business. 7 districts. Now the required run rate is not an issue. It's just 8.6. It all depends how Fayaz Ahmed will anchor his innings from now onwards.
You just rattle them up a little bit. That's about it. And you have to remember the batting power play is still around. In fact, it's been taken. And he goes for that scoop. Misses it. .66 for the loss of 2 wickets. 4 more deliveries to go in this over. Shahid again starting the over very well. Shortish delivery, backs away and pulls it. Not timed very well, but they'll still look for 2, and poor fielding. That will concede 3. The score moves on to 70 for the loss of 2 wickets now. And it's Abhay who will be on strike. Just a little bit of confusion. The score on the screen. Good running between the wickets. Very good running between the wickets. Abhay Jotin moves on to 15 with that single. And brings Fayaz on strike. Required rate 9 and over now. 30 to win. 29 in fact to win. Of 20 deliveries. Excellent swinging Yorker there, and good work done of his own bowling too. Brilliant job. That's a dot ball. 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. 71. Final delivery of Shahid's final over. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Goes through the hands of the fielder there, but will just be a single. Excellent over from Shahid. Just the 6 runs coming of it. 7 bowled. It's 72 for 2. Right then, Wajid Khan has been brought into the attack. He likes doing this. Bowl towards the end of the innings. Big responsibility right now. Starts off with a full toss. That's been pulled away. Straight to the fielder in the deep. Will be interesting to see whether it's going to be Wajid, Ghaffar, Wajid, or Wajid, Ghaffar, Haider Ali. Will he back himself? Oh, excellent change of pace there. Shy at the stumps is missed, so there will just be a single. .27 needed of 17. There's an excellent partnership here. 46 of 28. On the stumps, that has been picked up very nicely. But again, straight to the fielder. Again, just a single. Abhay Jotin is batting on 15 of 13 deliveries. Will be on strike. Full toss, he has picked it up. There is a fielder in the deep. The catch is taken. Abhay Jotin departs. Is this a wicket at the right time? Well, for the bowling side, there's never a wrong time to pick up a wicket. Abhay departs for 22 of 17. It's 74 for 3. Oh, brilliant bowling this. That goes through Fahad Nawaz, the captain of the side tonight. Looking to paddle it away. Not quite getting it right. Dot ball then. What an over this has turned out to be from Wajid. Slow delivery, goes for the big shot. No timing on that one. Single taken. That is the end of the over. 8 overs bowled. It's 76 for 3. Well, the fact that Asim can't resist a good finish is back in the com box to wrap things up here.
Well, things were going pretty much in favor of 7 districts before I held the mic. Now, if it goes back in favor of Pacific Group, I do not want to be taking the blame here. Good delivery, very sharp bouncer. And Fahad was expecting a wide to be given on that one. Pretty strange call. I'm not sure why Fahad was expecting a wide on that occasion. Nishant, a very good call there from the umpire.
I think it was a fantastic call. Abdul Ghaffar conceded just 7 runs in the first over that he bowled.
What a game. What a game this has been. Just a matter of couple of overs and things, the pendulum has swung in favor of 7 districts.
He goes over extra and he has found the boundary there.
Now looks like they haven't read Fahad Nawaz's game. He loves playing aerial in that zone. And if you ball a length ball, offering width, he is definitely going to pounce onto that opportunity. Fahad goes aerial, Fahad gets a boundary. So 4 of the first 2 deliveries.
Yes, the dot ball that was bowled is made up for it. Fahad with that boundary.
Game is right in the balance. Another couple of dot balls. The pendulum will swing again back in the favor of 7 districts. You'll have to mix it up now. What a ball! Brilliant! A perfect delivery from a left-arm fast bowler, swinging in the 9th over of the game. Look at that, right on the money, and Fahad tried to squeeze that towards the 3rd, and the captain departs. What a comeback here from the fast bowler.
Yes, the captain departs. It's an important wicket, and at the same time, it's a dot ball as well. 20 needed of 9. And Fahad Nawaz is out for 5 of 5.
Here comes Abdul Ghaffar to Amjad Gul. Length ball, over-pitched in fact. And that has been played in the gap. What a way to get off the mark. And Haider Ali is disappointed. Amjad Gul knows a thing or two about hitting boundaries. And what a way to get off the mark. Ideal situation according to his natural gameplay. And comes and delivers in pressure situation.
Yes, a boundary of the first ball. He faces 16 of 8. Every dot ball has been followed up with a boundary. What next?
Looks like they have been penalized here because of the slow over rate. There is an extra fielder being kept inside. And this has been the beauty of Sharjah cricket. They'll be right on money in terms of the discipline that needs to be followed.
He's gone for the big shot. It's over the top. It's away for 4. 3rd boundary of the over. They needed 24 of 12. They've got the 12 they needed of this over.
Well, that's what it does when you don't have all the fielders available. Well, this match has been a roller coaster ride. It has swung from one direction to the other with every second ball. 88 for 4 after 8.5. Yeah, going at that same required run rate.
Yes, last ball. And that's it beautifully down the ground, but on the full to the fielder. So 13 runs coming of that over from Abdul. It's 89 for 4, 11 needed of the final over. Now then, Wajid bowled a phenomenal over prior to this. Can he replicate it? Well, he doesn't need to replicate it. All he needs to do is concede 9 or less. Because 10 will take them to a tie and a super over. That's not what they would want. Excellent start to the over. Amjad Gul is turning it on here. Hits it over cover and hits it brilliantly.
This is poor stuff. Poor stuff. You have the field on the onside, packed field, and you're bowling outside off stump. I don't know how wise is that move.
And he bowls a full toss. That's been clubbed away. That's gone for 6, course level.
It just took Amjad Gul 5 deliveries to turn it around. And who else other than Amjad Gul? He is the man, the new recruit of Pacific Group. And he has done it. What a game of cricket. This is why they say T10 is the most exciting form. The pendulum keeps on switching with every other ball that is bowled here. Entertainment.
And he goes down the ground. It's consecutive 6s. Amjad Gul, 25 of 6 deliveries, has done the job. What a finish.
What a finish. Fantastic game here that comes to an end. But it just kept switching. 6 balls Amjad Gul needed to finish it off. In the dugout, he would have said, why are they just wasting time? This is what he says every time. Give it to me, I'll show you how to finish games. And that's a sheer example of how to finish games there. Amjad Gul, take a bow. He is not done yet. He is not done yet. He has a lot to prove, and this innings definitely is one of those that will be remembered by the team. A fine debut for Pacific Group by Amjad Gul. But let's look at this batting card here. Fayaz topping the chart there, 35 of 19. Mohammad Wasim got that start but could not capitalize onto it. Abhay scored a handy 15 of 14, but that knock from Amjad Gul, 6 balls 25, turned it around completely. 8 extras in that innings of Pacific Group. 105 they finished it on. But what a game of cricket. What a game of cricket. T10 cricket at its best. I think by far the best game of the day. And 7 districts bowlers. They started off pretty well, but that one over that was bowled by the captain Haider Ali has costed them this particular game, in my opinion. 17 runs coming off that. But other than that, Abdul Ghaffar picked up 2. He was the pick of the bowlers there, got hit for only 7 runs, but the 13-run over that costed them and swung the momentum to Pacific Group in the penultimate over. And Shahid picked up 1 and Wajid picked up 1 as well. But it took just 3 balls in the final over to get it done. That's it from this particular match and the day here in the CBFS S10. But we are not done yet. It's going to be the post-match ceremony that will be done by Nishant Majetia. But on behalf of myself and Mudassar Ali, we're signing off from the commentary box. Stay tuned for the post-match presentation.
5 matches in the tournament so far, and this was really one of the closest ones that we have witnessed in the last couple of days. And of course, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS S10 Season 2, powered by FanCode. Before we begin, we'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and the entire administration for their support in hosting this tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, title sponsors, SkyExchange.net, powered by an official streaming platform, FanCode, event partners, TCM, associate sponsors, rsook.com, and merchandise partners, 7 Districts. In match number 5 then, Pacific Group defeated 7 Districts by 6 wickets. It's time for us to announce the player of the match. Before that, I'd like to reintroduce you to Mr. Iftikhar Ali, who's been having quite a long day, couple of games umpiring, and now back as the match referee. Welcome again, sir. So it was a game where a lot of performances came through, and of course a nice little cameo there by Amjad towards the end, some good bowling performances as well. But ultimately the man who held the run chase together, coming to bat at number 3, the rsook player of the match, is Fayaz Ahmed for his unbeaten 35 of 19 balls. He receives a gift hamper from rsook.com and a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from rsook.com. Many congratulations Fayaz. जब आप बैटिंग करने आए तो मतलब स्कोर तो ऐसे रन रेट तो ठीक ही चल रहा था, बट क्या दिमाग में था आपके?
नहीं, जब मैं बैटिंग करने आया तो वसीम मेरे साथ खेल रहा था, तो उसकी अच्छी लग रही थी, तो मेरा यही पूरा प्लान था कि उसको जो है तो सिंगल करके दूं जब तक वो मारता है।
मतलब आपके 10 रन पर ओवर तो निकल ही रहे थे। हैदर का जो ओवर था बड़ा क्रूशियल था, जिसमें मोमेंटम शिफ्ट हुआ आपकी तरफ, लेकिन फिर एंड में फिर से थोड़ा बहुत मोमेंटम उनकी तरफ गया, तो कैसे प्रेशर हैंडल किया आपने?
देखें, ये विकेट ऐसी है कि इसमें एक ओवर अच्छा निकलता है, फिर एक ओवर अच्छा लग भी जाता है, क्योंकि एक साइड की बाउंड्री छोटी है जिससे बैट्समैन जो है तो वो फ़ायदा उठा सकता है।
तो आपने छोटी बाउंड्री करने का पूरा मन बना रखा था?
जी बिल्कुल, मेरा टारगेट यही था कि छोटी बाउंड्री को जो है तो ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल किया जाए।
बहुत ही बढ़िया खेले आप। उम्मीद है कि आगे भी आपसे अच्छी बैटिंग देखने को मिलेगी।
इंशाल्लाह ज़रूर। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. That was Fayaz Ahmed, of course, the player of the match for tonight. Well, that's all for the Super Saturday. There is no Super Sunday because we take a break tomorrow after 3 great games of cricket tonight. We'll see you again on Monday. Till then, on behalf of everybody here, it's goodbye and good night from Nishant Majid here. Sleep well. Do take good care.